Alright, welcome back to another gun build in Modern Warfare. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Grau 556 assault rifle, and we're going to be turning it into the conversion uh, of the PDW. And if you guys are not aware of what that is, it is like just an assault rifle SMG kind of hybrid deal. One of them was actually insanely popular and Black Ops 2. It had like more or less like a tan color kind of deal. Everybody used it because it had such a cool sound to it, and if you know, you know what the gun I'm talking about. But right now we're going to be making the Modern Warfare version of the PDW, or yeah, the PDW, and working off the crowd here. So let's go ahead and get started with the build. First off, we want to go ahead and go with the barrel, and we want to make it to where it looks like an SMG. It already does from like the base body of the gun. This assault rifle is actually fairly small. We go to the barrel, we want to go with a ZLR Drifter A08 barrel. Now right off the bat, that already gives it a SMG looking look to it, and it already makes it to where it looks like a PDW up front here. Now what this barrel does, it will give you a tremendous amount of movement speed and aim down sight speed, or ADS speed, because you're taking a large amount off of the gun in terms of actual weight. But it does also give you recoil due to the grip being part of that whole barrel. So as you can see here, the underbarrel is not being able to be used, and that is because of the grip that is built into the barrel itself. So that's like an integrated deal. Like most guns will have like an integrated suppressor, and it'll block out the muzzle section. This one doesn't have one, or I'll give you an example. But right off the bat here, so we want to go ahead and put down that barrel. Already makes it more or less like an SMG. From there, we want to go to the stock, and we want to either, this is your pick here, you can either go with the nose stock to make it to where you can move way faster. You're going at around 100 or 99 to 100% speed right now. If you put on a nose stock, this will give you increased movement speed, ADS speed, cons being recoil control and aiming stability, you know, the typical nose stock pros and cons there. But what I would like to do is go with the XRK Strike Light uh, 3 stock here. So that doesn't give me the tremendous amount of movement speed. You can absolutely do this, and the gun works just well. Because of the grip there, it actually counteracts all the recoil control loss. It gives you a lot more recoil control back from the nose stock in the barrel itself, so it does help out a little bit. But when you do this, it does not make it to where it's so beaming accurate like a normal assault rifle. So it is more like an SMG. It's just a lot more controllable, and you don't need to worry about it as much. So this is what it looks like without the stock, and it just looks insanely small. It's about the same size as like the VLK shotgun at this point. The magazine is the only thing that's stopping it from getting that size. From there, we would want to go with the 60, 50 or 60 round magazine. It's up to you guys. I go with a 60 because I like the most amount of rounds. Now, this gun is mostly based off of being insanely fast while also being, or I say insanely fast, it's faster than most assault rifles in its category in terms of ADS time and sprint to fire speed and such. But it has like these really weird effects because you know, like the 50 round magazine and the 60 round both say they take your ADS speed away or slow it down. That is not the case actually. They both do not actually affect your ADS speed whatsoever. They do, however, get rid of the movement speed. The 50 round magazine gets rid of 1% of your movement speed, and the 60 round gets rid of 2% of your movement speed. So that's the only thing that you'll be losing again from the barrel and the nose stock. That movement speed's hardly really touch. You're about at the same level you started at now, which is already pretty high at 97, I believe. So you're already well up there. So that's why I run a 60 round. It really does not do anything. It really doesn't affect your gun. It's practically just giving you 60 rounds for free. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. So from there, that's really just a build. If you want to, you can also put on the XRK Void 2 grip here. And that'll make it to where you have better ADS speed and sprint to fire speed to help you out, or if you want to put on the 5 milliwatt, maybe something to make it to where it's a little bit easier to rush. But from there, that's practically it. Probably just run sleight of hand. But the really like 3 main attachments you'll need is the either no stock or the XRK Strike Light stock there, the 60 or 50 round magazine, and the ZLR Drifter barrel. Now that effectively gives you the PDW from, I guess, Black Ops 2 is the only one I can possibly think of at the top of my head right now. But that's pretty much it. I can go into a game. Let me set up some bots and stuff. Let's go with 5. Get rid of the crank timer because we don't want to move insanely fast, because I want to show you guys that. But I'm just running sleight of hand and stuff on there just to be doing it, but pretty much you just want a bunch of things that'll just speed up your gun in general. Because you are now effectively using this as an SMG. It does not shoot as fast as most SMGs. Actually, it's about, well, it gets close to a large amount of them, like, let's see, 800 rounds per minute was like the MP5. This thing shoots at 760, so it gets close. Now, it does take a minimum of 4 shots unless you mix in a head or 2 headshots or something. Don't mind that notification if it popped up. But yeah, so I mean, this is pretty much it. It's the PDW. Again, you can run the no stock, which gives it more of that SMG look. I will probably go with that, or you can run with the light stock for that increased movement, straight CV back and forth. Actually, this one might be a little bit faster, so you know what? Scratch that whole stock deal. Let's go with this. So I mean, yeah, this is pretty simple. It's pretty straightforward. You only need 3 of the attachments to actually build it. Because if you guys don't remember, the PDW from Black Ops 2 had a pretty large magazine to it. So that's why I decided to add the 50 or 60 round magazine to it to give it a little bit more of the, I don't know, nostalgia feel, I guess. Or just kind of going back to, that was weird. But yeah, so it has the same damage profile as the M13. Apparently they're both made by the same company, like the SIG company, or the SIG Sauer. They're the same guys who made the MPX SMG, which I will show in a later deal if you guys want to, or a later episode, and or video, I suppose. I'll show you guys how to make the MPX, and then there's also the new upcoming, or hopefully upcoming, LMG called the RAL. So yeah, so this has the same exact profile as the M13. It just doesn't shoot as fast. However, it moves a lot faster. So right off the bat, it has exactly the same matching like ADS speed as the Ram 7 or the TAR-21, if you guys want to call it that, from Modern Warfare 2, original Modern Warfare 2. And yeah, so I mean that's pretty dang cool. That's what I mean, like it's a little bit lighter than most assault rifles, so you can get a little bit more versatile with it. There's a pretty good amount of barrels to go with here too. I'll probably do other builds, like one of my some of my favorite ones. Now everyone knows, with the Growl, everyone wants to go with the Archangel barrel, but there's a couple of things you can make out of this thing to where it's pretty solid as a gun. Definitely high tier. I would definitely call it a high tier weapon. In Warzone, it was nerfed a couple times, and even here it's been nerfed, but it really doesn't make a difference. I'm really not sure why people don't still use it. It's about the same as the Kilo. There's really not a whole lot that changed with it. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. This one's just going to be real quick, roughly probably a little over 10 minutes or so. PDW, ladies and gentlemen, from Black Ops 2. I can't think of any other game where this gun is in right off the bat, but I'm sure you guys can leave, some type of comment, let me know where this is from, and I would be happy to look at all those. If If you guys have any suggestions for anything else you want to see on the channel, just let me know. Right now, I'm just kind of going off of the gun builds and upload every so often as soon as I find a different gun to actually build. If you guys want me to, I'll be throwing in better multiplayer games now, since internet connection's kind of been sped up a little bit. So, you know, it's actually enjoyable to watch. That's why you guys haven't seen anything like that just yet. You've just been seeing the gun builds going against bots and stuff. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.